Hey guys, welcome to Wrestling Days and welcome to more figure news. There is so much going on in the world of Mattel wrestling figures that we have just got to get straight into it. So there's more images that have come out about the new NXT figures. So there's an image here of the ring that we saw and that amazing Finn Balor Demon King basic. So here's the picture. It looks like the only way you're going to be able to get that is as part of this playset. So it comes with the NXT ring, which personally I was going to pick it up anyway. I think it looks really smart, and you know, well, now it's essential. Now that Balor figure comes with it. That Balor figure, this is the first basic Demon King that we've had. So it is like black and white. I don't believe there's any colour in there. I mean, it has to be the most detailed basic figure that I've ever seen. The thing is absolutely stunning. I'm not sure as well if these have hit stores in the US. I think they might have. No news yet on when they'll come over to the UK. Normally we're a month or two behind, so for all my US friends out there, it might be a good time to go toy hunting. Next up, we've got an image of the basic range for the NXT figures. So here are those basic figures, and what's really interesting is the packaging. We knew there'd be new packaging because in the last video we saw the Elite packaging for those NXT figures. The basic packaging has changed also. I think it's really smart, really bright. I like the colour scheme on this. I think it's nicer than the current like red packaging that we have. But you can see as well that in order to build those wacky inflatable armed men, you're going to have to buy two figures. So if you want the green wacky inflatable armed man, you're going to need to get Hideo Itami and Samoa Joe. If you want to build the yellow one, you're going to need to buy Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. And if you want to buy collect the blue one, you're going to need Ty Dillinger and Andrade Cien Almas. Now, I'm quite pleased about this because I wasn't that fussed about Hideo and Samoa Joe, because I don't think that Hideo figure is a big enough change from the first one, so I wasn't too sure about getting it. Samoa Joe, there's been quite a few basics already, so I wasn't, too keen on getting it. Sami Zayn, I think we've seen this figure before. Kevin Owens, I think we've seen that figure before as well. So really the only two that I was desperate to get my hands on was Ty Dillinger and Andrade Cien Almas, which means I can get the blue wacky armed person, so that's worked out quite nicely. Next figure I've got to show you should hopefully be hitting stores soon. We saw this, I think it was like August, maybe September time last year. It was on This Week, the network program, which looks at all the wrestling action from the previous week. Well, it was on that last year, and it's a figure that was designed by a Make-A-Wish child called Alex Mendoza, I think his name was. They kept referring to him as the Bulldog, and his kind of Make-A-Wish was to design a Mattel figure. So he designed a John Cena. I mean, really, Alex, we didn't need another one, right? But all credit, I really like this figure. I think Alex the Bulldog did a fantastic job, and it's really, it's bright, it's different, it really stands out. John Cena even said that he's going to try and get the shirt that Alex designed made into a proper shirt, and he'll try and come out dressed as the design that Alex came up with. So here's the image, obviously, it's out there, but isn't wrestling meant to be out there? What's really cool as well is that profits from this, a percentage of the profits from this, I believe, go to the Make-A-Wish Foundation. This is being made by Mattel, will be hitting stores soon, and I'm definitely getting one of them. I'll probably pick up two actually, one to take out the packaging, one to keep in the packaging. It's all going to fantastic cause, and I'm into the figure. Good work from Alex Mendoza. And then finally, there's a few figure votes. Mattel have been doing this for a while, so I thought, well, let's have a look at all of the questions and options that Mattel have been giving us. I think all of these have been on WWE.com, and basically they say, out of these 3 figures, who do you want to see made into an elite figure? So let's start off with, I think I'm right in saying this was the first question they ever asked. Which of these do you want to see as an elite? Do you want to see Elias Sampson, the Drifter? Do you want to see Mojo Rawley, who might come with the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal trophy? Or do you want to see Darren Young? Now, for me, I would go Elias Sampson. I think he's going to be quite interesting with the guitar as well, accessory. And I think in figure form, certainly elite figure form, there's enough for them to kind of do some like accessories like a jacket and his guitar and everything. So I would go Elias Sampson. This next one's tricky. Would you go Lindsay Dorado, Gran Metalik, or Akira Tozawa? I would go Gran Metalik just because he got the furthest in the Cruiserweight tournament out of all of those. I also think that, you know, with his mask and everything, he's going to be quite interesting, but it's not one I'm desperate for because he's going to look very similar to Sin Cara, very similar to Kalisto. So, yeah, I'm not desperate for it, but out of those 3, I'd go Gran Metalik because he got the furthest. Next up, we got the women, and they're saying, would you like Nia Jax, Carmella? Hopefully Carmella comes with a James Ellsworth accessory. That'd be awesome if they just chuck a James Ellsworth in. They wouldn't, but or Emma. I would go Carmella still, joking aside. I think that she's probably made the biggest impact. It'd be her or Nia Jax, but I know we're just getting a Nia Jax basic, so I don't feel a need for a Nia Jax elite right now. I think they messed up the Carmella basic. I think the Carmella basic, the hair colouring was a little bit wrong. I think the face was all right, but I think there's things they could do with a Carmella elite. And then the last one is my favourite one, and this is who do you want to see made in their debut attire? So you've got the option of Daniel Bryan, Randy Orton, or The Miz. I personally would go Daniel Bryan. I would hope that it would come with the robe you can see in that picture. I think The Miz is cool because of his hairstyle. That would be interesting. Randy Orton, I don't think would make for a great figure. So I'd be torn between Daniel Bryan and The Miz, but I would go Daniel Bryan. And that's it, guys. So we've got some new images that are coming out. Pretty exciting news if you're in the US because you might be able to get those figures now. We've got obviously the John Cena Make-A-Wish figure. We've got the questions that Mattel are asking, which kind of hint towards future figures that they potentially will be making. You're probably looking end of the year, maybe starting next year for some of those. But I think more likely end of the year. And I think that's everything, you know. I want to give a shout out to Wrestling Figure Showcase on Facebook because I do find a lot of these images, see a lot of these images on there. Also, you guys send them across on Twitter as well. You know, you guys are awesome at sending stuff over to me. I am definitely learning more about what's out there and what's coming because of the information that you provide, and it's really appreciated because then it allows me to push it out to, you know, the wider world. So thank you very much for that. Please, if you do find anything, keep sending it across. If you like this video, please give it a like. Hit the subscribe if you haven't already, and hopefully see you again next time. Bye for now.